Over 11% more crimes were reported in the first half of this year compared to the same time last year. In its mid-year crime report, police say the spike was largely due to a rise in scam cases, which rose 16% over the same period. Deborah Wong reports.
Want to earn fast cash? What about taking up a loan? These are the sort of unsolicited messages or online ads that could have contributed to the rise in scams. For the first 6 months of this year, victims were cheated of at least $168 million in the top 10 scams in Singapore. That's $100 million more than the same period last year. Investment scams tracked the biggest losses at over $66 million, a threefold increase. Loan scams registered the most cases at over 1,240. E-commerce scams, however, dropped sharply by about 700 cases. Job scams jumped the highest at over 16 times to 650 cases.
Since the onset of COVID-19, scammers have been taking advantage of the uncertain financial situation to prey on victim vulnerabilities, thus leading many to fall prey to loan, job, investment scams. They tend to use a variety of persuasion techniques and cognitive biases to induce victims into falling prey for scams.
Police officers and bank staff are trained to understand scammers' techniques. They are also taught to identify and assist victims who are distressed. In the first half of 2021, the Anti-Scam Centre froze over 5,400 bank accounts and recovered about $66 million. That's more than the total amount recovered in the whole of last year.
Before the setup of our Anti-Scam Centre, the recovery rate was between 3 to 8% based on our own internal research. But upon our setup, the recovery rate has been consistently between 32% to 35%.
Excluding scams, crimes rose by nearly 8%. Police say the increase was partly due to a lower number of reports during the circuit breaker period when activities were restricted. Outrage of modesty cases went up by nearly 39%, with over half involving culprits known to their victims. Meanwhile, robbery, housebreaking and snatch theft cases dropped to a 10-year low of 75 cases.